You awake to find your malaise is broken, only to be replaced by something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ear that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you see no signs of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tick. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go on without treatment for long. The figures at the machine stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. You find Hayden a short distance away in a shallow lake of his own blood. His body does not stir. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Veil may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. We have leveled up. First things first, Hayden, I'm sorry, but we are going to have to loot your body. And now we're going to level. Oh yeah, so for those of you who did not watch the character creation video, this is going to be your first sign of the character stats, so this will be interesting. So we have two mechanics, mechanics being, like, things I'm concerned about are mechanics and stealth. Because these are things that we have been having trouble with. I would also like lore, because that kind of fits into the character's kind of wanting to know more about things, but from a gameplay standpoint, from a combat standpoint, we want mechanics and stealth. I think what we want to do is we want to push our lore up a little bit more. That costs us 1. Mechanics and stealth only cost 1. I think it's 1 for the first level to advance, like first level from your base, and our base for mechanics, stealth, and lore were all a little bit higher, and it's 2 levels for your second one. Athletics, it's character, okay, adventuring is tiring work. In addition to the hazards of mortal combat, adventurers have walls to climb, rivers to cross, pits to leap over. Once per encounter, characters with athletics can use the second win ability to recover lost endurance. A higher athletics score increases the effect of second wind. In conversations and scripted adventures, athletics used for physical feats like climbing, swimming, and jumping. I think we want 1 in athletics because it unlocks the ability. Survival, that allows you to choose different campfire bonuses. Damage reduction, received healing multiplier, all that sort of good stuff. Number 6 is really cool. Bonus damage versus flanked enemies, because we'd want to do that as a rogue anyway. So that would be very useful. After the 6th rank, previously earned bonuses become more powerful in the same order they were received. So we need to put a lot into it to get a lot out of it. I like just having damage reduction right now. And I don't think that we get much bonus. Actually, level 3 and level 4 are also a little bit useful. But, yeah. So it's kind of like 3, 4, and 6 are useful. But the rest are not as useful for us, like 2 and 5. But 1 is also not as useful because we shouldn't get hit. I think I want to increase mechanics because I want to be able to unlock traps and locks. I think that sounds like something we'd really want to do. It lets us get into a lot of areas. It seems useful. And now we get class unlocks. Cool. So we can either go for our class ability, Backstab. Dramatically increases damage done from stealth or invisibility. The rogue may use melee or ranged weapons, but must be within 2 meters of the target. Grants Backstab, a passive. Self plus 150% melee damage or 150% range damage. So if we're a little bit better at stealth, Backstab might be a good thing to use. However, it doesn't increase damage done just for your normal sneak attack. So that could be good, but it's not as necessary. So offense. Now we haven't got any of our we haven't got any bonuses to any weapons. We haven't got any of that sort of stuff. So this might be good. This is basically what offense appears to be. A lot of it is like bonuses to weapons, like making it so you can do better in ranged combat. Now we could gain 2 weapon style. It allows us to do kind of 2-handed rogue, but we do have a rapier in our stash, and that might be quite useful if we want to go like a 1-handed style. Let's see what we got anyway. 2-handed. So increase our attack speed by using weapons in both hands. Relatively useful. 1-handed style. While wielding a single 1-handed weapon, some of the attack's hits are converted into crits. Now that would be really cool if we use that with our sneak attacks. We get crits on our base on our sneak attack damage. The crit is attack roll that rolls above 100. A crit that does damage increases the total damage done by 50%. A crit on effects with a duration will increase the duration. So that sounds really, really good. So it means we can crit on our blinding strike. So we can crit our blinding. Yeah, I want to go one-handed style. We want to just go one weapon. Let's go with that. Although we haven't looked at defenses and utility. There are a whole bunch of stuff here that could be useful. I really want to focus on our weapon first. So we'll go one-handed, because we're a rogue. We're about offense. There we go. So I guess that means that first things first, we should ditch our hatchet, because we don't want our hatchet. Do we want to rest? Do we have any? We don't have any camping supplies, so we can't rest and get a rapier, which might be cooler. Do we have any other one-handed weapons? No. We could use a torch as a one-handed weapon, but it doesn't do a lot more damage. So I think we'll stick with interfering axe. Yeah, which I think it gives us something for interfering. Anyway, whatever. We can keep going. Close. What's this mean? Why can we not move that down? Interesting. Oh. It's not a way to close this entire section? No. Doesn't appear to be a way to close that section. Okay, there we go. That worked. I'm not sure if that's how you meant to do it.
I'm just too good. It's
our
a
voice
curse.
is awful. Our voice is awful. I'm trying to... okay. I have no idea how to
Not a
close that.
problem.
We're just going to have to deal with it. Alright.
Nothing will
So we're going
slip
to
past
sneak
me.
mode. And continue going around. So we got some berries. Added to the stash. Oh. That is... somebody being tortured. Yeah, let's not stay around here too long. Some more berries. Or, oh, so that doesn't look like berries. That looks like a plant. Like a flower. Okay. Got some more stuff. Let's go have a look at this machine. This massive structure is formed of stone, adra, and copper and is covered in strange glyphs. The air around it vibrates with an unusual energy. Okay. If we click that, we get vessel flesh and they disappear. And we'll keep doing it because I want to see what happens. So people were sacrificed here by the looks of it, or at least burned at a stake. Alright. So some other weird rituals happened here. And they're now permanently here. Unlike the other ones, they did not disappear. We go through them. Wonder if that's deliberate. Or whether that's... I'm trying to figure out if they're... Alright, so they disappear when we stop looking at them. I was seeing if there's anything in here. Doesn't look like it. Looks like that's just some nice scenery. Alright, it doesn't look like there's any enemies here, so we'll just head on out, grab our stuff, and let's go to the world map. I guess if we're heading to Gilded Vale, we can't go directly there, so we'll go to Valewood first. Take us 6 hours, sure.
You know, I fight better after a nap.
He's trying to hint that he's exhausted, but there's not really much we can do about that. We have no camping supplies. Unless this person has some on them. They do! Okay. Let's... Oh, I think we can stash from here. So we can add to the stash, right? No. Okay, so we can't add... We can only do it while looting. We can stick stuff in the stash. Okay, if I put these in our quick items, does that removes them from our inventory so we can use those slots? I see. Well, definitely we'll carry some stuff there. Let's grab our camping supplies and... Oh, right, camping supplies are just general things. They're not added to your inventory. Oh, okay. Grab that. Grab there, and then we'll have our little rest. In our stash, I'd like to put in all these bits of armor. Because we probably don't need our armor anymore. We want to put... I wonder if it'll just automatically find the right place for these things to go. Yeah, it does. Okay. So put in everything we cannot use right now. Torch we can use, probably. Journal, don't. Right, we can't use. Other hatchet can't use. Beer can't use. Well, I mean, we could use the beer, but I'm not going to use the beer right now. And let's grab our rapier out, and then grab a dagger out, and a mace out, and we'll decide what we want to use for just now. That's a one-handed battle axe as well. We'll take it. Cool. And that'll be our rest. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that's weird. That's some Adra, right? Okay, well, we're up. Let's decide what weapon we're using. So, our hatchet right now. Can we open multiple of these at the same time? Aha, perfect, we can. So let's just compare one against another, and then we'll compare that one against the next one, just to keep comparing. So, hatchet does 10 to 15 slash, and rapier does 10 to 15 pierce. What's the difference? It's just a damage type? Okay, that's fine. And some people are weak to others and not to things like that. Okay, deflection gives you +5. Accuracy +5. So I quite like having extra accuracy, actually. That's good. And I assume that when it said a roll of... I know there is a compare button that we could click. Oh, it just opens up the other thing. Okay. But, so that would mean that instead of 54, we'd have 59, right? And I assume that it said it's on a roll. So I assume there's some sort... It said on a roll of 100 or more, you crit with a one-handed weapon. I assume that the roll is something like, you know, 1d100, and then that would determine your accuracy. Because it's at 59, so I would assume that if it's a d100, that everything over... maybe it's everything over, like... I don't know. Let's have a look at it. Does it tell us? Accuracy? Accuracy is part of almost every attack. It influences how likely attack is to affect the target. Accuracy is determined primarily by a character's class and level. When an attack is made, the accuracy is compared to the appropriate defense on the target to determine how the attack roll will be modified. If the accuracy is above the target's defense, it'll be more likely to result in a hit or a crit, and less likely to result in a graze or a miss. Okay. So, I guess when it said a roll of 100, it's meaning like if you were 100 more, plus your, like 100 more than their defense with your roll, it will crit? I don't know. It's very weird. I'll need to look that up. But we know that it will crit more. I think accuracy affects crit, right? If the accuracy is above the target's defense, it'll be more likely to result in a hit or a crit. Yeah, okay, so it'll be more likely to result in a hit or a crit. So that's something. So dagger, if we compare that, that's slash damage, and it also increases accuracy. But it does the same amount of damage. So it's just a stylistic change on those two. They're basically the same item. If I got this right, accurate 1. So this is property accurate 1, right? It says accurate 1 under its properties, and this one just says accurate. What's the difference between accurate 1 and accurate? It appears to be absolutely nothing. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. That's weird. Okay, mace is... It goes through damage reduction. I don't think that's really what we're after. But battle axe is plus damage to crit damage multiplier. So if we're going to crit more often, we may want the battle axe, because when we hit something, it will then like multiply in damage. And it also does more damage than a rapier. I think we want a battle axe. As much as I like the rapier look more, I think the battle axe look is definitely the way to go in terms of our like damage. There we go. Perfect, we worked it out. And of course the crossbow for our back, because it can actually hit things. It's not that useful, but it can hit things. What's this? Looks like some sort of meat. Oh, it's blood moss. Okay. We'll keep sneaking around, or scouting, as it calls it, because... Well, why wouldn't we? Otherwise we might get hit by traps. So... We'll sneak. Ooh. There's something ran there. I definitely saw something run there. That's weird. What's over here? Another dead body. I can't do anything with it. I saw something running this way, which definitely was weird. Okay. A touch more salt. Okay, so those are some people. I'm going to quick save. Yep. We discovered a bandit camp. How long does it take to make some damn stew? Don't rush me. You'll have to let the meat absorb the flavor. Okay. You'll be absorbing the sharp end of my dagger if you don't hurry it up. Okay, so he is definitely held captive by the rest. I guess we could see them because he was making noise. Now, do we want to go in here? I did save, so let's see how it goes. Hello. Tenrith. The young dwarfs tending to the stew tending to the stew, looks up, startled as he sees you approach. He drops his ladle, spattering stew across the ground. What? The bandit turns. Get him, you dogs, and make sure our new cook doesn't run off. Help! Please, help! One of the bandits gives Tenrith a kick as they pass him, and he huddles. Okay, so this is bad. We got 2 bandits, and we got an outlaw and 2 bandits. I have no idea how strong any of them are. Let's blind the outlaw. And then when we hit him, we should get our sneak attack stuff. Oh, whoa, who's this? There's another outlaw? We may have to leave. 3 against 1. Can we leave? Disengage, disengage, disengage. Run away. Yeah, definitely run away. Definitely run away. Do not get hit repeatedly. Start running, don't stop. This... I suspect we're going to see our first death. Come on, keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running.
Don't count me.
Heal. Heal. Keep running. You can't escape this way, there's no way out. Oh, yes there is.
You cannot venture forth while in combat.
That voice was just the sound of our death.
You're mine.
Alright, I'm gonna hit him anyway. I think we're dead, but we'll hit him anyway. Yup. You have died. Okay. We've learned something very important. Very, very important. Do not try and fight more people than there is of you. Yes. Do not try and fight more people than there are of you. We could attack this bandit, actually, this outlaw on his own. I didn't notice him the first time, but I notice him now. Okay. Well, let's leave. Is there an area I missed? I don't think there's an area I missed. Let's head down here. Check our map. So we'll come back for the dwarf. We definitely saw him. Maybe we should go in so that we get the conversation, so we can say that maybe somebody's looking for him. I don't know. I don't know if that will do anything. Doesn't appear to be any conversation either. I think I saved after the conversation. Let's leave this outlaw alone. I don't think we want to try a soul. I don't think we could fight 3 of them, even if he wasn't there. Alright, so we got some walls here. Inside the walls are wolves. Okay. I think I'm going to move on so that we can actually see if we can get some other people to help us with these things, because I don't think we're doing well enough on our own to fight them. I'm just going to quick save again. Okay. Up here we have nothing. Okay. Let's keep going. Some more plants to pick. Okay, can we head along the top here? We definitely can. Oh! Some Zurups. Okay, we discovered a Zurup camp. We'll just use this as literally our scouting mission. We're just seeing what's around in the area. Bear cave. Yeah, doesn't sound like we want to fight a bear right now. But if we find other people, maybe we'll come back and get some stuff. And we can come back without sneaking because we'll know where everything is. Is that just one wolf? It appears to be one wolf. Would attack it if it's just one wolf. So I'm just double checking that we're clear. Yeah, appears to be clear. One wolf. Let's go get you. There we go. We almost killed it in one hit. Perfect. We'll definitely get it this hit. Perfect. That went really well.
Ready when you are.
I want you to pick up the loot, please. There we go. Shattered pieces of a crater strewn across the dirt, along with a few muddy vegetables.
Nothing will slip past me.
The barrel is still flattened beneath the wagon's wheels. Barrels of cabbages, potatoes, and squash have been overturned and abandoned. Okay. Let's see what we got. Some camping supplies, a bow, and a copper pot. Alright, well, we'll take them. And down here, we got... Oh, hello. Naunton. Are you friendly? He appears to be friendly because he can see us. Hello.
Hail and well met.
This young man appears to be hurriedly dismantling his camp in quick, jerky movements. He looks up as you approach, his expression tense and drawn. Greetings, he says, a little breathlessly. Your only way south, is it? Ah, we're a pale elf, so we get this line of dialogue. Oh no, he gets pale dialogue because we're a pale elf. I see. You look to be a long way from home, meaning no offense. Not sure what brought you down here, but it's no place to go wandering alone. Nonton wipes his brow, turning to face you. The sooner you clear these woods, the better, I think. Our caravan was attacked. We've been trying to get to Gilded Vale. Hard luck. I'm sorry to hear it. You should be fine from here. There's no missing the Vale if you've kept to the road. You shouldn't have far to walk. But you want to keep clear of this place after that. We were just attacked north of here. Me and a friend of mine. We came out here to hunt some deer. I came upon a bear instead. Great, monstrous thing. And Pearly. He didn't make it. Shakes his head. I don't know what I'll tell his wife. In any case, this forest has already cost me a friend. I'm heading home before it takes anything else. So who are you? Name's Nonton. Born and raised in Gilded Vale. Haven't had a spot of luck since. His face twists. Luckier than Pearly, I suppose. In any case, this forest has already cost me a friend. I'm heading home before it takes anything else. What happened to him? We didn't see it coming. Nonton's voice shakes a little as he speaks. We were following a stag. Pearly, he saw something in the brambles. We went tearing after it. We all stumbled into a cave. Poor Pearly didn't stand a chance. The bear was on top of him before we knew what was happening. The beasts will take what they will, I suppose, he smiles sadly. And this time, Galawain's favour fell upon the bear. Where did you find this bear? In the bear cave, but okay, we'll ask him. In a cave, a ways up that way, he points to the northwest. I wouldn't seek it out if I were you. There's a great brute of a bear. I would hate to hear it took another life. Alright, farewell then. Doesn't sound like things went well for him and his friends, and there were two of them, so we'll move on. To Gilded Vale. Another 8 hours. Okay. Where are we? There we are. Gilded Vale. Well, we'll head on in. See what we got. Looks interesting. Oh, that's a lot of bodies on that tree. That's an awful lot of bodies. Not a good time to be in Gilded Vale? Hello.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
Well, I don't know what to say here. Yeah. I might reconsider your lord's offer.
Nonsense. Gilded Vale is a perfectly suitable village for those who respect the Lord's decrees. Besides, you won't find a better offer anywhere else in the Dyrwood these days, and you look as if you could use a fresh start.
He looks around at the town, his face a mask of sober contentment.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a hollowborn child?
What are you talking about? What is a hollowborn child?
An infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village. I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
He steps to the side and inclines his head ever so slightly towards the deformed tree.
His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
Well, I've been feeling strange ever since this close call with the Bailiwick. Is there anyone in town who could help?
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all.
He was pointing at the body hanging from the tree.
But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
Okay. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. It's important everyone in Gilded Vale understands our rules. So yeah, before I got here I saw several people conducting a strange ceremony near some ruins. You regard too carefully. You'll want to mind where you mention that. Trespassing on Iguathan ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Barath have mercy. We certainly have. I don't think it was just a random ritual. There was a bailiwick as they finished. He polishes his spectacles on his sleeve. If you'd been that close to a bailiwick, you wouldn't be standing here. So yeah, you said something about Hollowborn and Wodwen's legacy before. He blinks. I forgot you foreigners do not have this curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon the Dyrwood for almost 15 years now. He lowers his voice to a whisper. Children born without souls. He shakes his head. Pitiful, dumb things that breathe, barely, but do not truly live. Some say Hollowborn are a disease, some say they are a punishment from the gods. He raises his empty hands. In truth, no one knows. But they began spreading after the Saints' War, and so the name Wodwen's legacy stuck in honor of that foul, blasphemous pretender. His voice shakes with vitriol. I see. Well, I think it might be time to leave.
Keep out of...
That's Ugret saying to somebody. Alright.
Listen!
That's a bell. Okay.
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
What the hell does that mean?
It seems your arrival is ill-timed. 3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
What happened? I will know more details when the messengers arrive. The vagaries of childbirth, perhaps, but that is not your concern. What do you mean? You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy has struck the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Barath must be redoubled. He sets a steady gaze on you. Does this affect the Lord's offer to new settlers? I can be sure of nothing right now. Advise you get some rest, the inn, or a stable for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough. I don't think I'm going to threaten him just yet. But I don't like him. Farewell. Okay, I think we'll end it there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.